What's up, y'all? I'm Lady, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am doing the My Booktube Journey Tag. I have the questions right here, and I'm just going to jump right in. Before jumping in, let me thank Dee Dee from Brown Girl Reading for tagging me. I really appreciate it. I thought the questions in this tag were really good, so I'm excited to get into it. The first question is, how long have you been watching Booktube? And I have been watching Booktube for 9 years. I started in 2015. Question number 2 asks, how long have I been making Booktube videos? And the answer is the same, 9 years. I actually started my channel first and then went down the Booktube rabbit hole and discovered Booktube. So my first video that I posted on this channel was June of 2015. Question number 3 is, what made you start making Booktube videos? I wanted to share my reading journey. I had been in a slump for quite some time, and I found this article in Essence magazine. It was called 50 Good Books Every Black Woman Should Read. And I printed out that list, and I had plans of going through and reading all of the books on that list and sharing it on my channel. So I went back and found that list, and so far I've only read 19 of the books on that list. Number 4, are there any people who have played a significant role in your Booktube journey? And yes, there are. I'll just name 2. I follow a lot of Booktube channels, and because I just love hearing people talk about books, because I love talking about books. But I'm going to say Dee Dee from Brown Girl Reading. Again, thanks for the tag. When I discovered her Booktube channel, it was so refreshing to see a mature woman of color talking about the type of books that I like to read. At the time, and I will say still is, Booktube is very YA centered and young person centered. So it was just awesome to see her. And then once I found her channel, it just opened up the algorithm to find so many other people like her. Another person I must mention Michael from Michael Reads. I love his videos. They are so beautiful. That's the only way I can describe it. He takes his time to make sure the aesthetics are there, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, he was the first one that I saw do a book reading journal throughout the month with the various clips. And now I feel like that was the start of the whole reading journal, reading vlog thing that changed for Booktube. His was the first I saw, so I always credit him with that, and I love it. What kind of books do I like to read? Well, my favorite is historical fiction. Give me a historical romance, family saga, any of those, and I'm all in. How has that changed since starting Booktube? Oh, a lot has changed. Before Booktube, I had never read a graphic novel. Thanks to Booktube, I can honestly say there is not a genre that I have not explored. I found some that I'm just like, no, that's not for me. And I have found some new favorites. You know, beforehand, I never thought I would read fantasy. I really wasn't big into romance, if I'm honest. And so, yeah, Booktube has changed my reading a lot. And I'll say it was for the better. Also, let me say this. Before Booktube, I had never participated in a read-a-thon, read-along, buddy read, or any of that. And now those are some of my favorite bookish activities. What videos do I most like to make? And that is reading vlogs. I love to share as I'm going through a book, and I'm usually selective about the books that I choose for reading vlogs, because I want it to be interesting. I want to have those shock moments that I could, after finishing reading a book, I just pick up my camera and just, you know, share what my thoughts are and just have that record of me going through books. One of my favorite, I'll say, is I did Native Son. I look back at that video sometimes because that book will always stick with me. So I'm glad I have that journey on video. Do I think my video style has changed? I would say yes, somewhat. Beforehand, it was just all about the books, but I did start vlogging and, you know, sharing bits and pieces of my life. A few years ago, I decided to make this a reading lifestyle channel where basically I just share my experience as a Black woman reading. I wasn't so focused on, you know, book talks. I never did book reviews. I always call them book talks because I feel like I don't go in depth like an actual review requires. So I still dabble in book talks, but for the most part, it's vlogs, it's reading journals, things like that. Do I script or edit my videos, and has that changed throughout the years? It has a little. I mostly, just like I have these notes here that I wrote down with these questions, I usually have an outline, you know, points that I don't want to miss. But for the most part, I just get on here and start talking. I have not purchased an actual camera since I've had this channel. I just use my camera phone and a editing app that is on my phone to do all my videos. What is the most viewed video on my channel? It is actually a thrift store vlog. Me and my mom went thrift shopping. I think we hit up like 2 or 3 thrift stores one day, and I just vlogged the whole experience. And of course, I picked up several books. So I will link that video in the description box if you want to check it out. What's my favorite video that I've ever made? And that is a video I did for Read So Lit. It is a book chat video discussing Mama Day and Bailey's Cafe by Gloria Naylor. I'll say that is my favorite because I really took my time with it. And also when I look back at that video, I can just feel the love that I have for those books. I'm just gushing all over those books, but I took my time with it because I knew it was for Read So Lit, and yeah, my favorite time of the year when it comes to reading. So yeah, I'll say that is my favorite one, and I will link it in the description box as well. Do I have a favorite book because of Booktube? And I'll say yes, but I'll say it's a series, and that is the graphic novel series March. There are 3 books now, and it's by John Lewis. Those books opened up my love for graphic nonfiction. It is my absolute favorite way to enjoy nonfiction. And like I mentioned earlier, before Booktube, graphic novels weren't even on my radar. So I'll say the March book series absolute favorite. Do I have a favorite BookTube experience to tell you all about? I would say that was another Read So Lit experience. I participated in the BookTube Black Chats over on Dee Dee's channel, and I sat and talked. I think that video is almost 3 hours long, and I sat and chat with Eli, the book supplier, Dee Dee, and Peter from Comfy Cozy Up. And it was just a great chat, you know, discussing books. And that was my first time doing a live as well. And so, yeah, I look forward to doing more stuff like that. What does your book collection look like? Well, that is it behind me here, if I could show y'all. That is my one bookshelf. Right there. That's all I have. I used to have two, and as you can see, it is a hot mess. Books everywhere, but the bottom three are all read books, and the top two are unread books. That's all my books. I'm not a collector of books anymore. As a matter of fact, if you can see down here, it's double stacked. The top two are double stacked as well. And I'm going to go in and do another unhaul. I think I did an unhaul during Vlogmas last year. And I'm probably going to do that again with these three shelves. As you can see, they've gotten out of hand again. The next question is, what advice would you give to new people? And I would say, read and talk about the books that you love, okay? Don't get caught up in the bookish trends and think that you have to read all of the new releases. Read what you love, and you will find your people on BookTube. And the last one says tag people. So tag You're It. If you're watching this video, and after I edit this video, if I think of some people's names, I'll tag them in the description box. So that is it. That is my BookTube journey. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you are watching this and have a BookTube channel, let me know in the comment section below. If you don't have a channel, let me know your favorite BookTube channel in the comment section below. That's it for me and this one, y'all. I'm Lady, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, y'all.